Alright, let's go. It's time to check out some time-honored classic cartoons, remade into disastrous train wrecks. When a cartoon gets remade, for some reason it is standard practice to put it in the hands of people with absolutely no interest in the original cartoon, even to the point where the new team won't watch a single episode of the original show. Hell, sometimes the teams outright hate the source material and do everything they can to sabotage the original creators, devastating fans in their wake. These reboots from cheap CG low-budget snorefests to frightfully bad remakes that outright insult the viewers, often being made purely to capitalize on an otherwise good franchise. So let's check out the top 10 worst cartoon reboots. On to the countdown. Number 10. Quack Pack. The ultimate 90s teen corporate pandering machine. Huey, Dewey, and Louie have gone from charming and mischievous woodchucks to just the most outright ugly representations of the 90s ever put to paper.
Someone's been reading self-help books again. Pitiful.
These three are like Johnny Test on steroids. Every mannerism, every single word they speak is a sad, cringe-worthy attempt to appeal to the 90s kids. But to its credit, I actually liked all the adults. Donald is among my favourite cartoon characters, and he's just his charming self throughout the whole series. And Daisy has never been such an interesting, well-developed character. It was a shame all these adult characters were constantly overshadowed by our loud, cool main characters, because that's all 90s kids wanted, wasn't it? To be gnarly and rad. The first episode is about how the boys can avoid cleaning their room. Quack Pack is so pandering that it makes my face hurt. I'd honestly much rather watch Donald Duck for 20 minutes than watch these 90s teen sitcom rejects play Who's Got the Ugliest Haircut. And coming in at number 9.
Garfield Show. I don't consider any of these shows reboots or remakes, just spin-offs. Quack Pack is said to be inspired by the original Donald Duck shorts, and Toby Sheldon, who worked on that show, confirmed this. Lunatics Unleashed is
Powerpuff Girls 2016. Let's start with the elephant in the room, because honestly, it's not the absolute worst. But I can't a reboot that disappointed so many fans of the original series, more than Powerpuff Girls 2016. The main problem I personally found with the cartoon was that it focuses on the three main characters, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup, who were the least interesting part of the original cartoon. I watched the original cartoon for characters like the Mayor, Mojo Jojo, him, Fuzzy Lumpkins, and how they worked off the main characters. Many of the episodes seem like a befuddled mess with no real structure or story, often seeming like a random series of jokes and memes.
OMG! Yes!
With Mojo Jojo occasionally popping up with some strange emasculating costume. There just isn't the multi-layered jokes and adult appeal the original had, and that's disappointing. What made the original Powerpuff Girls great was the insightful commentaries, the quick, dark but clever humour, unforgettable side characters and villains. And even if you didn't mind them focusing on the girls, to me, they almost feel identical. By episode 10, Bubbles feels like an almost exact replica of Starfire from Teen Titans Go! Powerpuff Girls is at number 9, because it's certainly not the worst, but in my opinion, Powerpuff Girls 2016 does not do the original cartoon credit. Extreme Ghostbusters, aka Ghostbusters Dark. You can tell it's good because it's extreme. Instead of getting the original cast like in The Real Ghostbusters, this time we get a bunch of hip college kids who are so gnarly that they make me want to burn my local college down.
Real slick, bro.
Who needs those old geezer original Ghostbusters when we have hip, cool college kids? Because, you know, if there's one thing we know, it's that no one misses the original Ghostbusters. Who needs them? A cartoon trying to change up the cast a bit, but they have to make the main characters such raging scumbags?
Back off, Eduardo! Why? She's legal?
The only voice acting I liked was Egon, voiced by Maurice LaMarche, voice of Brain, and once again, the ever-lovely Kath Soucie, voicing Kylie. But aside from that, Extreme Ghostbusters is just another shameless attempt to once again cash in on the Ghostbusters franchise.
Because he calls Extreme Ghostbusters a reboot, when it's clearly a sequel to the original animated series. One watch of the first episode should be pretty damn clear about that.